Hi. So I'm going to talk about the 3 worst habits you can have and how to fix it. And first, I just really wanted to show you my new coat. I love it. I'm so in love with it. It's purple and it's so cold in Utah. I really wanted it. And I only have like a half hour, so I'm going to be putting my laundry away while I talk. But I came up with the 3 worst habits you can have. And these are at least the 3 worst habits I've had in the past. And so let's see. The first one I would say is when you make a mistake, you dwell on it instead of fixing it. I've made some pretty stupid decisions in the past. And the worst thing I've ever done for those decisions is to sit there and dwell on it and like feel bad for myself and play the victim. But I think the best thing you should do in that situation is to move on, because everyone makes mistakes. It's not like everyone else is perfect and you're not. It's what you do about your mistake that really shows a difference, and like really shows that you're empathetic and you're apologetic or you want to change. And the best way to do that is to move on. I mean, acknowledge that it happened. Maybe apologize to those who you might have hurt. Apologize to yourself. But most importantly, move on from it. And don't sit there and expect it to be you. Because it's not. It's just an action it's a stupid decision. People think that you're your decisions, and I think that's bullshit. I don't really think that's legit at all. I think that's a joke. You're not your decisions at all. You're whoever you want to be. And the second one, I'm trying to make this fast, obviously, I'm sorry. The second one is not seeing your own potential. So I notice this all the time. People have so much potential to be anything they want to be, and all think that they're really fit for a position, and they just don't think they are at all. And they just sit there and they put themselves down, or they talk themselves out of it. They don't feel confident in their own skin. And it's really sad, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in you. So if you really want to start making changes in your life, you need to start recognizing who you are. And I think the best way to do that is by affirmations, or like regular reflecting time. So like once a month, I'll reflect on the month and like stuff I've accomplished in the month, things that I should improve on next month, things like that. Or daily, you can write down like 3 things in the day that you think you did successful, or the 3 things you think you did really well. And maybe connect those to things you want to be successful in, and then go from there. So that's how I would solve that. And the third one is comparing yourself to others. I have friends that do this all the time. I used to do this a lot. And what I would do is, especially in yoga, which is funny because yoga is the place you're not supposed to compare yourself to others, right? But people would be so good at something or a pose, and I just couldn't get it. And I would be so sad, and I would just compare myself to them, and I would think I'd never get there, and just create all this negative energy around myself in a room that's supposed to be positive and ego-free. And yeah, that's like probably out of the 3, one of the top one. It's the most detrimental. So for example, you're comparing yourself to someone next to you. That person might have been practicing yoga for 7 years. They didn't get there overnight. And you're over there, in your first year of practice, you haven't even began yoga. You haven't even began your journey. You really need to stop focusing on everyone else around you, and you need to start focusing on yourself. So when you catch yourself, comparing yourself to others, you have to realize that you're taking what they have further away from you. So I am a big believer in the law of attraction, and if you're wanting to be really fit and healthy, and you sit next to someone who's really freaking fit and healthy and awesome at your work, and you sit there all day and hate them, they're taking that away from you. And the universe is sitting there presenting it to you. The universe is like, hey, this is right here available for you. You're so close. You're like about to hit that hump, and you're just putting it further and further away from you. So you just have to sit there and be happy for other people sometimes. It'll work out. You'll get there. Just accept where you are today, because where you are today is exactly where you need to be, no matter what. No matter what you've done, where you're at, who you're around, you're exactly where you need to be at the right moment, at the right time. All right. Well, hopefully that helps. It was kind of short, but thanks, guys.